Well, good afternoon, everybody. Here I am to tell you I have survived the Rick Simpson protocol. It was last Friday. It was the first day that I didn't wake up and take my Rick Simpson oil. And I have not taken any since. And so Thursday was the last of the 60 grams. And I'm still not driving, but boy, I have had quite the time. When I spoke to Danny down at a therapeutic alternative on H Street, Danny told me that I am the 7th person that has finished this program. 7th person. And he was so proud of me for doing this. He couldn't say enough good things about it. And so I was really pleased. And he's been so much help. You know, all the research and everything that I've gone around and done and read and everything. Danny has been one of the greatest sources of information. He really has. This has not been easy. I'm not going to lie and say it was easy, because it's not been easy. But then again, I wasn't violently sick. I haven't been debilitated. I've been able to go through my daily routine a little bit slower and not as thoroughly. But I've been keeping up with the housework. I've been keeping up with the laundry. I've been keeping up with the watering. And if you knew how big our backyard was, between me and a whole sprinkler system, we managed to keep everything alive. So I was never so debilitated that I couldn't go about my daily routine unless it involved driving. And that was only about the last 3 weeks that I was absolutely knew for a fact I should not be driving. Which, the no driving, I could really use a trim. I need to go get my hair trimmed. I really could use a pedicure, because Lou's good. He's super good. My gosh, he would go and he would buy the RSO for me, and he's been ferrying me around and taking me here and taking me there. But it's just a little bit different when you can take yourself and do a little bit more messing around and this store and that store and the next store and that kind of thing. So I've been keeping my errands and whatever else I had to do, like the haircut. I've just been keeping that to a minimum. He did bring me down that way to get a pedicure, and God, I was so stoned. And Lorraine's doing my toes, and we started laughing about something. I think she was stoned too. We started laughing about something, and we laughed through the whole pedicure. But but that was the last pedicure, and I could use one right now too. So that's coming up soon. I'm still not driving. I just don't quite feel that I'm in complete control of my faculties. And so at least I'm smart enough to stay off the road. Okay, I probably will end up titling this Two Awakenings and a Kundalini. This has been a very, very spiritual journey as well as a cancer journey. Oh my goodness. Cannabis, THC, always has opened up that pathway to the spiritual. I think that was one of the main reasons why it was banned. Anyway, it opens up that path to the spiritual side of you, kind of takes you out of your reactive mind and kind of kicks you over into a nicer place. And one of the things I've been doing all these meditations and with Steve Noble, oh my gosh, that man, he brought me the best message yet. He said, the light has already won. And that, I cannot tell you how that made me feel, that you just have no idea. I've just been, this last few years, I have just been so feeling, the climate change going on and the plastic problem and the, it just goes on and on and on and on. And then the latest thing, the child detention centers, can we say Nazi concentration camps here? So I have been feeling for a long time like okay, what is going to be the next step? And on the spiritual side, I know that the earth is going through an ascension. I know this. I know that I've become way more spiritually aware of so many things. And yet everything is falling apart world-wise. What, how am I supposed to feel about this? So coming through this and having an awakening, I actually came up with hope, actual hope. And another one that I have been watching, because he puts out a video daily, and that's Aaron Doughty. I know I've talked about Aaron Doughty before, and I know I've talked about Steve Noble before, but those two, and Aaron puts out a video every day, and he says he is here to help you raise your consciousness. And you know what? Those videos do. It does raise your consciousness, and that's what's just so amazing. And so between listening to that and watching that and hearing Steve Noble say that the light has already won, and then understanding that the light goes in and it breaks up all these huge masses of darkness everywhere on the planet, and that's what's been going on all this time, and all the light that we personally have been putting out, because I've been a light worker for years. Everybody that knows me knows, oh yeah, Linda puts light around cars, Linda puts light around people, Linda puts light around the planet. And so just and I'm going, okay, when is it going to, when are we going to see some results? Where we are seeing the results. That's what it is. We are seeing results. Okay, one example of what happened to me was I'm awake in the morning and I'm kind of, feeling my pancreas area and sending some love that way, and it kind of idly wondering, could my pancreas have a name? And I got an immediate response. Yes, she does have a name. And guess what her name is? Her name is Gladys. I was so surprised. And Gladys sent me this huge wave of gratitude for what I have done for her and the way I've done this, handled it. And she wanted me to thank Lou. I know it sounds, but she knew. So she wanted me to thank him too, because he's been so instrumental in this healing. And I just thought, I haven't told anybody this. I told Lou, and I told Nita across the street, my dear Nita across the street. She was delighted. She laughed. She goes, Gladys. And she just thought that was absolutely wonderful. Let's see. Oh, I told Janice too. I always tell Janice everything. And that's what sisters are for. We do that. But I think the second thing that I had happen to me was the kundalini. Now, a kundalini is a release of energy. And that starts down in your base chakras and just goes, wow, right up and out the top of your head. Oh my God. I've never had anything like that happen to me before. And so now I know what they're talking about. So anyway, that was the kundalini. And I think it was the next morning that I woke up with this tremendous feeling of compassion for every foul being on this planet. And I remember going in and asking Lou, is there a difference between forgiveness and compassion? Because, I don't know, I think I might have gone beyond forgiveness and right straight to compassion. I'm not really sure about that, but that was something else that happened to me, and I've been feeling rather amazing since that happened. Now, the last time Lou was down in Los Angeles, Karen gave him a book for me, and this is the book she sent home. It's called Radical Remission, and it's by Kelly A. Turner, PhD. And she wrote this book. It's called Surviving Cancer Against All Odds. And this is the stories of people who did their own healing through different alternative methods. Some people had already started chemo and their bodies couldn't take it anymore. Other people didn't. But there's some wonderful stories in there, wonderful survivor stories in there of people who did cure their own cancer. It can be done. And I think that's the takeaway on all of this, that I would really, if there's anything that I would like to pass along, it's that don't get panicked into doing chemo and surgery before you have a chance to explore other methods. I don't care if you've got stage 4 and you feel like crap. That is not the time to go in for chemo. Definitely not the time. Gladys will agree with that. Yes, Gladys. I think I know why now it's 60 grams. I think I know why. Because I don't think you can stand any more than 60 grams. Boy, I'll tell you, a week ago Friday, I felt awful. Absolutely awful. I took my last dose on Thursday. I took my last dose Thursday night. Friday morning, Lou had left. He was down in Los Angeles. And Friday morning, I wake up. I felt so awful. One of those, like I could just crawl down the hallway. But I knew that my granddaughter Katie was coming to get some plants off the deck, and she was bringing Jill, my granddaughter-in-law, and so I know those sweet girls were coming, and I had to make an effort for them. So I got myself fed, and I feel a little bit better about eating, and then I took a shower and I got dressed. And so they have no idea how much they helped me. They really don't. Just by being here and talking to me, and staying a little while with old crazy grandma. And but God, I love those girls. I've got the most awesome granddaughters. Oh my goodness. I've got some pretty awesome grandsons too, and I know all the grandmas feel the same way. I know we all love our grandchildren very much, which actually would just break my heart on a daily basis, thinking what we were handing off to these kids. However, I'm feeling better about that too now, which is good. So, I talked to, like I said, I talked to Danny down at a therapeutic alternative, and I was having problems about that time this week. I absolutely did not want to eat. Okay, here's the deal on there. I started off on January the 1st. I weighed 182. I am putting that out for everybody to know. I was up to 182. That's the most I've weighed since I was pregnant. And so from there, on the Rick Simpson program, it was said that you would lose about 35 pounds. And that's just about what I have lost. I am down to, today, 148 pounds. And the days that I lost the weight were the days that I woke up feeling the worst, the absolute worst. And that was, I think, the weight loss as well. But Danny will be happy to hear I have got my appetite back. And I had a really great lunch today of salad, and it was good. It was really good. So I'm thinking this is working out. This is really working out. Thank you, Gladys. One last thing before I end this today. I want to tell you that living out of your heart chakra is so pleasant. It is so nice. You just feel this love for everyone, and it is just the nicest feeling. I hope it lasts. I really hope it lasts, because I like feeling this way. I truly, truly like feeling this way. And so I think that this is probably a good place to end this, and I'll give you a weekly and let you know how I'm doing. And anyway, thanks for watching.